This video is here to help you with your scheduling for the 2020-2021 school year. Hopefully this will clear up any questions that you might have on how to complete your schedule sheet. If you have any questions after watching this video, please ask your content and your PRIDE teachers. You can also feel free to stop by the guidance office and talk to your counselor at any point. I want to start by reviewing graduation requirements. These can be found on page 6 of the course selection guide. All students need 28 credits to graduate. Students must also complete certain subject-specific requirements. Students must complete 4 credits of English, which include English 1, 2, 3, and 4. AP English Language and AP English Literature can be substituted for a level of this English, as well as dual credit English courses. All students must complete 4 credits of math. This must include Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and an additional half credit of. Please remember that it is the law in the state of Kentucky that students take a math class every year in high school. So seniors, you must take a math class even if you've already completed 4 credits worth of math. 3 credits of science are required for graduation. Students need to complete integrated science and biology. Students must also complete 1 credit's worth of science electives. If you have taken Algebra 1 in 8th grade, you are able to substitute chemistry for your integrated science requirement. Students 3 credits of social studies. This includes integrated social studies, world civilization, and U.S. history. All students need to complete a half credit of health and PE. Students must also take 1 credit worth of humanities courses. This includes any 2 band, choir, art, or drama classes. The final mandatory requirement is a credit of career technical education, or CTE classes. Included in this is the half credit of Business Marketing Essentials A. For some underclassmen, this course was called Business Principles and Application. An additional 11 credits of student choice electives are needed in order to complete the 28 credits that are needed for graduation. Now I want to let you know there's been a significant change to Dixie's graduation diplomas. Previously, Dixie offered 4 diplomas that were awarded at graduation: the Regular Studies Diploma, the Dixie Scholars Diploma, the Dixie Honors Diploma, and the Dixie Excellence Diploma. One reason for the change is that these diplomas factored AP courses but not dual credit courses. As more students have begun taking dual credit courses, a change was needed to reflect this course load. Beginning with next year's graduating class, the class of 2021, there will only be 1 diploma issued, which is the one I've just reviewed. However, there will be several honor recognitions which will be awarded at graduation. To meet the criteria will be recognized as summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. Summa cum laude will be given to students that have a final weighted GPA of a 4.2 or higher. They must also complete 5 AP or dual credit classes from 4 of the 6 academic areas, which are English, Science, Math, Foreign Language, Social Studies, Visual Performing Arts. Magna cum laude recognition will be awarded to students that have a final weighted GPA of a 3.8 or higher. They must also complete a minimum of 2 AP or dual credit classes. The final honor recognition is cum laude. For this honor, students must have a final weighted GPA of 3.5 or higher. I'd like to point out transition readiness standards. It is the hope at Dixie Heights High School that all of our students meet the criteria for academic and career readiness. While it is the expectation that all of our students will meet one of the readiness standards, it is important to choose an academic course of study that will best suit you to be academic ready. To be academic ready, students must meet 1 quantitative reasoning or natural science criteria and 1 science, reading, arts, and humanities or social studies criteria. The quantitative reasoning or natural science criteria includes making benchmark on the math ACT or SAT tests, earn a C in a college math or science class, or earn a 3 or higher on an AP math or science exam. Students need to meet 1 of those criteria. The English, Reading, Arts, Humanities, and Social criteria includes making benchmark on the ACT or SAT tests in English, Reading, or Writing, or earn a C in a college English, Humanities, Social Science, or History class, or earn a 3 on an AP English, Music, Art, or Social Studies exam. Students need to meet 1 of these criteria to meet career readiness standards. Students need to complete 1 of the following 4 criteria: earn an industry certification associated with a career pathway, pass an industry end-of-program assessment, earn a C in 2 credit classes in a career pathway, or complete 500 hours of work hours in a career pathway. If you have any questions about your academic or career readiness status, please see your counselor or Mrs. Lovell. As was just mentioned, one way for our students to become career ready is by completing a career and technical education career pathway and score at or above benchmark on the industry certification assessment or end of program assessment. To make our high school students competitive in the regional job market, we have created career pathways located on Dixie's campus that data has shown to have high employability in the northern Kentucky region. This curriculum in the pathways contains highly desirable skills that transfer to all aspects of life, such as strong written and verbal communication skills, certification of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Access, critical thinking skills, and the availability to work as part of a team. On Dixie's campus, students can select a career pathway in administrative support, management entrepreneurship, e-commerce, animal science, environmental science, natural resource systems, and horticulture and plant science systems. If you have any questions regarding these career pathways, please see Ms. Lovell in the guidance office. There are also several district-offered career pathway programs. These are mostly offered for juniors and seniors: Automotive Technology Pathway, Certified Nursing Assistant Pathway, Construction Pathway, Logistics Pathway, the new KCSD Early College Magnet Program, JROTC program held over at Scott High School, and the Ignite Institute. I'll talk a little bit more about some of these programs as closer to covering the course selection sheet. I want to make everyone aware of the great opportunity of dual credit courses. Juniors and seniors are able to take dual credit courses while in high school. Dual credit courses are college level courses that a student can take and get high school and college credit. The classes are greatly reduced price that you'll regularly pay once you graduate high school. 3 credit hours will only cost about $175. This applies to courses taken through most Kentucky colleges and universities. Same price whether you take the course on Dixie's campus or a college campus. All dual credit courses are also on a weighted GPA scale, meaning an A will be awarded a 5.0. Students are able to take college courses on Dixie's campus as well as on a college campus or online. Dixie-based classes are offered through Northern Kentucky University and Thomas More University. Students are also able to travel to a college campus, take classes. NKU, Thomas More University, Gateway Community Technical College each provide excellent opportunities to experience the college campus. If you want more information about taking a college course on a college campus, stop by and speak with Ms. Lovell. More information about dual credit courses can be found in the course selection guide on page 17. I strongly encourage everyone to consider taking dual credit courses while in high school. It's a low-cost option to get a jump start on college. As we get ready to look at scheduling information for next year, we want to make sure that you are aware that everything you need is available online. If you lose any paperwork or need an extra copy for a parent, you can go to the guidance website and find it. Start by going to Dixie's Guidance Services page. This website is a great resource, especially during your senior year. When you get a chance and aren't frantic about scheduling, take a few minutes and look at everything on the site just to see what's there. Once on the Guidance Services page, click on the link to the left called Scheduling Materials. All scheduling materials are uploaded to this site. One of the most important documents is the Course Selection Guide. This document has all the information regarding the academic program at Dixie Heights High School. It has information regarding the grading scale, AP offerings, graduation requirements, career pathways, dual credit opportunities, and most importantly, a full description of every course offered at Dixie. Please take time over the next week or so to review this document. It was developed to assist you with the scheduling process. Before we start going over the course selection sheet, there are 2 other documents that are extremely important for the scheduling process. These are the credit checklist and the 4-year course of study. Both documents can be found on the guidance website. Let's start with the credit checklist. You want to complete the credit checklist using your transcript. For every class that you've passed, you want to mark it off on your checklist. If you took the course but failed it, do not mark it off. Any classes that you're currently taking, I would advise that you put a circle in the box. That way you won't schedule yourself back in the class again when you complete your schedule sheet. Also, second trimester grades are not on your transcript yet. If you know you passed the class, go ahead and mark it off. If you're not sure if you passed, put a circle and you can check it off when you get your report card. If you know you failed a second trimester class, leave it blank unless you get rescheduled into it this trimester. When looking at your freshman year, if you've earned your English 1A and 1B half credits, you put a check in the boxes next to English 1A and 1B. If you're not sure what to check off for a specific area, feel free to ask your teacher. Once you've marked off all your completed classes on your checklist, the boxes that are not marked off are the classes that you still need to complete in order to earn your diploma. Once the credit checklist is completed, time comes for the part I wish all students would do. I urge you to map out your classes on the 4-year course of study. This is a great time to thoughtfully consider what classes you will need to take while at Dixie. In order to do this, you'll want to look at the course selection guide that can be found online. Take time to look through those course descriptions and find classes that interest you. Make sure you pay special attention to any necessary prerequisites for future classes. I don't want you to not get a class because you didn't take a prerequisite class in order to be eligible. The 4-year course of study is not something you're going to complete today, but please make sure you take time to work on it. Don't forget your 4-year course of study has actually already been started in your ILP. To save yourself time, go online and your ILP as a reference. When completed, your 4-year course of study should look like this. It is time to begin the scheduling process. You will once again register for your classes online through Infinite Campus. You'll need to complete your online registration by Monday, March 16th, as well as turn in your course selection sheet with all appropriate signatures, your 4-year course of study for freshmen, and verification of Infinite Campus registration for sophomores and juniors. Any other necessary paperwork, such as course applications or waivers, need to be submitted at that time. All materials will be turned in to Pride teachers. I would strongly recommend that you complete the course selection sheet that you've been given in class before attempting to register online. The course selection sheet has all the necessary course numbers that you will use to ensure that you have registered for the correct courses online. It is time to begin the scheduling process. You'll once again register for your classes online through Infinite Campus. You need to complete your online registration by Monday, March 16th, as well as turn in your course selection sheet with all appropriate signatures and verification of Infinite Campus registration. Any other necessary paperwork, such as course applications or waivers, need to be submitted at that time. All materials will be turned in to Pride teachers. I would strongly recommend that you complete the process selection sheet that you've been given in class before attempting to register online. The course selection sheet has all the necessary course numbers that you will use to ensure that you've registered for the correct courses online. At the top left corner of your schedule sheet, you'll find your personal information. You'll see your name, graduation year, and Pride teacher. You'll then see your CERT math and reading scores from the last 2 CERT testing cycles, fall 2019 and winter 2019. If you don't see a score listed, then you do not take the CERT test during those testing windows. You also see your ACT English, Math, and Reading scores if you've taken the ACT and they've been uploaded into Infinite Campus. Please be aware that not all ACT scores have been uploaded into Infinite Campus. This happens at the state level, and Dixie does not have control over when this information is entered into Infinite Campus. The Guidance Office has all scores on file. Please feel free to stop by if you have a question about your ACT score. When making your course selections, you'll bubble in the courses you'd like to take next year. Each bubble is worth 1/2 credit. You'll bubble 15 courses. You also need to make sure that you mark 6 alternate selections with the letter A. Alternates allow the counseling department to select interested courses if any of your first choices are not available. Also, don't forget to make sure your parent or guardian signs your schedule sheet before turning it back in. Some classes have multiple bubbles. This means that classes are linked and are required to be taken together. Some classes are not required to be taken together, and that is indicated on your course selection sheet, such as gross motor development and adaptive art. The number in the parentheses indicates the grade level to which the course is offered. You'll also notice that some classes have a line next to the bubbles. This means that a teacher's signature is required to take the course. Please make sure you get any needed signatures. Failure to get the appropriate signature could result in removal from the class during the schedule process, even if you've already entered it into Infinite Campus. The front side of your schedule sheet consists of graduation requirements. Courses are listed in core content areas to make it easier to locate specific courses. Refer to your credit checklist and for your curriculum plan that were previously mentioned to make sure you're selecting the correct classes. I don't want anyone to get to next May only to realize you forgot to take one of the required classes and you don't get to walk across that graduation stage. Another thing to remember is that all of you will be taking the ACT next week. The ACT will supersede any CERT scores that you've already earned. Once those ACT schools are in, school administration will be reviewing to see if students continue to qualify for courses selected, as well as determine if any students now require English or math remediation. Please make sure you do well on the test. It will be important. At the top left column, you'll notice a section called Off-Campus Career Pathway Opportunities. These are programs that will be open to you during your senior year. Each program has a course number. If you're interested in taking part in one of these programs, please enter the course number in Infinite Campus when you enter your request. These do not count towards your 15 selected courses. It's important to mark these courses in Infinite Campus if you're interested. We'll use these requests to get registration information to interested students. If you're selected into one of these programs for next school year, we'll work to appropriately adjust your original 15 requests. The back side of your course selection sheet contains electives as well as information on academic programs offered at Dixie or in the Kenton County School District. It also includes classes that require applications or approval from a teacher. Please refer to your scheduling information sheet to find out where to get necessary applications or to which teachers need to grant approval. All students have a box marked for office use only. Please do not mark in this box. It should be completed by the appropriate teachers, such as special education, school within a school, or ESL teachers. Next is a section regarding college courses. As a rising senior, you're eligible to take dual credit classes. You're able to sign up for classes taught on Dixie's campus or choose to take classes on a college campus or online. There are different processes for signing up for the dual credit courses, so please make sure you're paying attention and following the directions. If you're planning on taking dual credit courses on Dixie's campus, you'll type in course number 950001, which is called dual credit placeholder. This will count for 3 of your 15 requests. You will still select 12 other Dixie courses. We're planning on offering dual credit English and math courses next year. If you're planning on taking these courses, they are included in the Dixie campus process. You will not select a Dixie English or math class such as AP Lang, AP Lit, or AP Calculus. If you plan on taking the Dixie-based college courses, you must complete the dual credit paperwork. Please see Ms. Lovell for more information. There's a separate process if you plan on taking courses on a college campus. If you're planning on taking courses on a college campus, please indicate this on the front of your schedule sheet in the off-campus opportunities section, as well as enter into the course number in the Infinite Campus. If you select one of these options, you'll still select 15 courses. A counselor will meet with you to adjust your course selections once you've been admitted to the dual credit program. Please make sure you complete all the required paperwork for any of these dual credit opportunities. Everyone has a section called Unmet Graduation Requirements. If you're missing a graduation requirement from a previous year, either because of transferring or failing a course, and it is not on your course selection sheet with a bubble, circle that class in this section. This will allow your counselor to see if you need to retake the course online or go through our school within a school program. Finally, you'll see a section marked Career Pathways. These are the courses needed to complete the 3 career pathways that are offered at Dixie Heights campus. If there are any seniors that were previously taking agri-science classes, please see Ms. Poston for information on continuing in the agri-science program. Juniors, before you start picking your classes, remember that your time here is drawing to a close. The purpose of next year is to make sure that you're taking the right classes that will prepare you for the next stage. Don't slack off and keep pushing yourself academically. It will pay off in the long run. Make sure you follow all the directions on the schedule sheet and make sure you have the right prerequisites and permissions to take the classes. If you don't meet the criteria, you will be removed and then I have to find a class for you to take. And trust me, nobody wants that. To get started, each grade level has a worksheet titled Scheduling Information for that specific grade. It's important reminders about the scheduling process. It also has special notes about classes. While each grade level information is slightly different, there are a few common announcements that are worth mentioning. In regards to taking a foreign language class, if you're signing up for level 1, you must get your English teacher's signature and have a 70% in English. If you're signing up for level 2, you must have a 70% in level 1 and your foreign language teacher's signature. Taking a foreign language is not a graduation requirement, however many colleges do recommend 2 years of the same foreign language. Please remember that Art 1 is a requirement for many upper level art classes. You must have this course before you take classes such as painting, drawing, and design. Students are recommended to take this course during their sophomore year if it was not taken during the 9th grade year. Chamber choir, you should take parts A, B, and C, and this is an audition-based choir. Treble choir also is recommended to take parts A, B, and C, and audition-based choir. If you're not able to take all parts, you must get that pre-approved by Ms. Deal. Symphonic bands, part A, B, and C should all be taken in the same year. AP Biology, if you want a recommendation, you should take your transcript to Ms. Moore for a signature. AP Chemistry, you should take your transcript to Ms. Edmondson for a signature. If you would like to get into a course that you did not meet the prerequisite for, or you were not recommended by your teacher, you can complete the course placement change form. Students who do not meet the eligible criteria for a course but are planning on submitting the waiver should sign up for the course that they were recommended to take. Their request in Infinite Campus will be changed by their counselor if their change is approved. GPA, assessment scores, and the number of requests will be factors in determining the approval of course changes. The course placement change request form can be picked up in the guidance office or found online. Completed forms must be submitted with schedule materials by March 16th. Some courses require applications. These applications need to be completed and signed by the appropriate teacher. All applications should be submitted when scheduling materials are turned in March 16. For STLP and library science, students get approval from Ms. Bosley in the library. Pathway to Careers applications are available for Ms. Level. For applications for gross motor development, please see Mr. Hooper. For those hoping to take adaptive art next year, please see Mr. Stasinski, which is different than your information sheet says, which says Ms. Baldwin. Please go see Mr. Stasinski for your application for that course. Aid and Peer Tutor also requires an application. Aid is a non-credit course, while peer tutors receive a half credit. The application can be found in the guidance office or on the website. All students must be academic and/or career ready or on track to be career ready in order to be an aid or peer tutor. Peer tutors must have a 3.0 GPA and have already taken the class and passed which they plan to tutor in. If you need more information about dual credit classes, please make sure you talk to Ms. Level in the guidance office. For our current sophomores and juniors, once you've completed your course selection sheet, don't forget you'll also enter them into Infinite Campus. Each of you have received a paper called the Portal Course Registration. This will also be available online. Make sure that you follow these directions to ensure that your requests are entered correctly. Once you've entered your request, please print out your request and have your parents sign it. That paper should be returned along with your scheduled materials. If you are unaware of your Infinite Campus password, please make sure you're requesting a password reset. The directions on how to do that are on your student information sheet. Our current freshmen, don't forget you guys will be using the academic planner to enter your 4-year course of study. You will not be entering course requests. There's a distinct difference between your scheduling process and the upperclassmen. Please make sure to follow the directions on the paper that you were given. Please remember that all courses should be entered into Infinite Campus by Monday, March 16. You'll turn in all your scheduled materials to your Pride teacher. You'll turn in your course selection sheet you received today, a printout of your Infinite Campus registration sheet along with parent signature if you're a sophomore or junior, and freshman, you will turn in your 4-year course of study. Also, any applications or other paperwork would get turned into your Pride teacher as well. If you get everything completed early, you can always turn your information into your Pride teacher. Colonels, if you have any questions about what classes to pick or how to fill out your schedule sheet, do not hesitate to ask your teachers. You can also stop by the guidance office. We want to do everything we can to make sure you get the most out of your time here at Dixie. As a Dixie Colonel, you have unlimited potential. We want to make sure that you graduate from here having picked up all the skills, knowledge, and talent that you're going to need to be successful with whatever you choose to do after high school. That starts right now. Take time to think about what you want to accomplish, and then take the classes that are going to get you there. Good luck, and as always, Colonel Pride.